Have you ever pondered upon the grandeur of an ancient royal feast? Imagine the powerful kings of yore, celebrating their triumphs and events of significance. In this episode we venture into the grand banquets and, occasionally, the inebriated decisions of these historical figures. Please subscribe for more content like this. Our exploration begins in the sun-kissed center of ancient Egypt. Visualize Pharaoh Akhenaten commemorating the successful building of his novel administrative hub, Amarna. A banquet of immense scale is ordered. Expert butchers carve into a variety of meats including beef and goose, while skilled bakers prepare dough for bread and beer. The atmosphere saturates with the scent of roasting meats, freshly baked bread, and fragrant wine. Throughout the night the revelry persists, filled with melodious tunes, lively dances, and perhaps an excessive amount of wine. As dawn breaks, the city of Amarna stands, reflecting not just Pharaoh Akhenaten's authority, but his capacity to host a memorable feast. By sunrise the city of Amarna stands, not just as a testament to Pharaoh Akhenaten's power, but also to his ability to throw an unforgettable feast. We now travel to ancient Rome, where Emperor Nero is celebrating a victory. The grandeur of the occasion is etched in every feature of the city. The sky shines with a multitude of lanterns, illuminating the majestic inside the palace. The celebration reaches a fever pitch. Overloaded banquet tables bear witness to the excess of the celebration, with exotic dishes from all corners of the empire. Peacock tongues, a delicacy fit for a king, are piled high. Stuffed dormice, a rare treat, add to the visual feast. Freshly shucked oysters, a symbol of wealth, and are served in abundance. The wine, a river of ruby red, flows freely, filling goblets to the brim and intoxicating the mind and senses of everyone present. The palace is awash with laughter and merriment. Music fills the air, the rhythm captivating and hypnotic. Nero, caught in the whirlwind of his drunken stupor, sways to the intoxicating beats. His mind, foggy with wine and euphoria, makes a decision that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. He commands the burning of his beloved city, a decision that he would later manipulate to serve his own ends. He orders the burning of Rome, a decision he would later blame on the Christians, sparking centuries of persecution. Now, let us journey to the icy landscapes of Scandinavia, where a Viking king celebrates his victories. Nestled in the heart of a snow-covered kingdom, the king's great hall stands tall and proud, a symbol of his reign. The cold winds outside blow fiercely, but inside the warmth of celebration prevails. The hearth crackles, casting shadows that dance in rhythm to the boisterous laughter songs of victory. The aroma of roasting pork fills the hall, a feast prepared to honor the brave warriors. Freshly caught fish, glittering with icy dew, are cooked over open fires, their tantalizing scent mixing with the smoky air. Casks of strong ale are opened, the frothy liquid filling cups made from the horns of fallen beasts. The men feast, their spirits high and hearts full of valor. Amongst them, the king sits on his throne, a figure of strength and courage. His eyes gleam with the light of adventure as he drains his ale, the rich amber liquid fortifying his resolve. In his heart he knows it's time to leave the comfort of his kingdom, his people, his home. He rises, his announcement silencing the hall. The king, fortified by his ale, decides to embark on a new expedition, leading his men into unknown territories and shaping the course of Viking history. Our final stop is in the opulent courts of the Ottoman Empire. This is where the energy of celebration and grandeur converges as Sultan Süleyman the Magnificent, the 10th and longest reigning sultan of the Ottoman Empire, ascends to the throne. His coronation is not a modest affair, it's a lavish spectacle that sparks envy across the world. A feast that lasts for 40 days and 40 nights is organized. The banquet is a sight to behold. An abundance of gastronomic delights that tantalize the senses and satiate the most diverse palates. Mountains of fragrant rice pilaf, flavored with exotic spices, overflow from giant platters, teasing the appetite. Rivers of sherbet, a sweet, effervescent drink, flow freely, quenching the thirst of the multitude of guests. There, amidst the laughter and loud chatter, are forests of roasted lamb, the succulent meat cooked to perfection, emerging as the star of the feast. It's an intoxicating scene of merriment where the wine flows like water and the music never ceases. In the midst of his wine-induced euphoria, perhaps as a symbol of his grandeur or maybe as a testament to his faith, Suleiman orders the construction of the Süleymaniye Mosque. Today it stands as one of Istanbul's most iconic landmarks. To summarize, the epic feasts of ancient kings were not just about food and drink. They were grand spectacles with elaborate gastronomic displays, showcasing the power and wealth of the reigning monarch. They were celebrations of hard-fought victories, symbolizing the triumph of their kingdom and the prowess of their rule. The feasts were often used as a platform for political dialogue, strategic alliances, and decision-making that would alter the trajectory of history. For instance, in the city Amarna, Pharaoh Akhenaten hosted opulent feasts to garner support for his radical religious reforms. Nero, the infamous emperor of Rome, used his extravagant banquets as a cover to initiate the devastating fire that reshaped the city's landscape. The Viking feasts, on the other hand, were a testament to their exploratory zeal and maritime prowess. They celebrated their successful raids and the discovery of new lands. And then, there was Sultan Suleiman's Suleymaniye Mosque Feast, a grand celebration of the completion of the magnificent architectural marvel, marking a high point in Ottoman history. These feasts were not just meals, they were social and political events of historical significance. They were pivotal moments that shaped and defined their respective civilizations. So, the next time you sit down for a meal, ponder upon this. Every feast tells a story, and every story shapes history in its own unique way. And remember, sometimes the most interesting decisions come after a good feast and a little too much wine.